You said you heard Jay Gruden talk yesterday, and Jay's acting like everything's
It's fine.
peachy.
Yeah.
But he's not there. So clearly it's not great.
And when we talked to Redskins fans last week, there's a pretty big sentiment of fans that are just like, you know what? Get rid of him. He's not here. He's not reliable. He hasn't played in the full season in a long time. Yeah, he's good, but we can find someone just as good, which I'm not sure you could. But a lot of fans are just like, you know what? If he's not here, we're going to move on.
Just to put it in perspective, this is why a guy like Trent could sit out if he wanted to. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. But he's made $95 million just in salary and bonuses. That had nothing to do with endorsements. $95 million. Now, AP's made like $100 million. It's not. When you got $95 million you've already made, you can afford maybe to pick and choose when you're ready to report and when you're ready to play.
Maybe. Like JP
It's a ton of money.
JP, you're right.
Yeah.
We have no idea what he's done with money.
No clue.
No idea. Let's just assume he's been average with it. So spent a lot, but also
Then he
saved a
doesn't
lot.
need to play anymore.
He doesn't need to play. If you
Doesn't need to play. You're right.
$95 million. That's hard to go through. I know plenty of guys do, but it's hard to go through.
So should the Redskins consider trading him? 800-636-1067.
At this point? What am I going to get for a banged up Trent Williams who's unhappy?
Isn't it better to get something than nothing?
Yeah, but it depends on what the something is.
But my point is, if you think that he's going to stick to these words, we're going to have Jason Lockenfor on at 9. That supposedly he's never going to play for the Redskins again.
You know, the problem...
I don't necessarily buy that because I think, like, you're under contract. Eventually you realize, hey, this is going nowhere. If the team, holds to their conviction, if the team doesn't buckle, your only option is to play for them.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to play. If you want to play.
Right.
The only thing and Jason clearly is getting this report from someone. Someone on the inside is telling him that this is beyond repair and he has no intention of playing for the Redskins. I don't know if that's the agent. I don't know if that's Trent himself. Somebody's telling him. Clearly. He's not making it up. But by the same token, you're getting his teammates like Morgan Moses and these other guys going on records going, I expect him ultimately to play. Eventually, I expect him to be here.
And Morgan Moses making a statement by wearing his number yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, guys that he's close to on the team, presumably, are saying, look, they don't know exactly what's going on, but ultimately they expect him to be here.
They can say that all they want, but they're not in his head.
But they might be talking to him. I mean, who knows?
But if you're the Redskins, do
Guys
you
he goes to
try
war
and get
with.
something for him? Let's open up the phone lines, 800-636-1067. You can call us on the Hadid Carpet Clean Lister lines. This is a guy who's been a Pro Bowler, but he hasn't played a full season since 2013. It is 2019. Think about that. He hasn't played a full season in over 5 years.
Right, but what can I get for him? If I trade him, what can I get?
No, but if you have a decent plan in place, so apparently Donald Penn has been working out. I don't know if they've signed him.
No, I thought they signed Corey Robinson.
They signed
They
Corey
ended up
Robinson.
signing Corey Robinson.
Yes.
Okay. If you feel like he's okay.
He's getting third-team reps. Believe me, they don't know. They just need another body. They're just taking a look-see. They don't have high hopes.
Well, if you can't get him signed in camp, are you comfortable with Christian as your starting left tackle,
No, of course
especially
not.
if Haskins is back?
Of course not.
Yeah,
Or Eric Flowers.
Or Flowers, one of those guys.
No, of course not. You're not comfortable.
So
They're not going to be comfortable.
So if you're desperate, do you just sign him to a new deal and give him what he wants?
But what if what Jason's saying
What's Ray
is
Brown
true?
up to
It's
these
not
days?
about money. It's that he literally does not trust.
I don't know.
What Jason reported is he doesn't trust Bruce.
Right.
And he's pissed off about the whole medical situation.
I'm sure
So
he
doesn't
is.
trust the trainers. I understand he doesn't trust Bruce.
I just think money solves most problems.
Yeah, but when you got $100 million, it might not.
In sports.
It might not when you got $100 million.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Right. Again, we don't know what's going on inside his head. Like, is this a leverage play to get an extension, or he's 31.
That's what you would think it is. Like the cynical sort of, this is really ultimately got to be about money. He just wants to get more money out of it. But maybe it's not. Maybe it really is a principled stance. He thinks Bruce is a scoundrel, and he's frustrated with the medical staff and the way what was potentially a life-threatening situation was handled.
Not to defend Bruce Allen, but what does Bruce have to do with Trent's medical situation?
Don't know.
Well, I mean,
is he claiming that Bruce said we're going to give you some big fat extension?
That could be it.
Maybe.
That could be it.
Maybe.
Or maybe Bruce said we're going to change some things in the medical staff, and they never did.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a number of things.
Or maybe Bruce just told him how much he cared about him, but he didn't feel the love by the way he was treated.
And not that it matters when you said he's made over $95 million in his career.
Just salary and bonuses.
Okay. What endorsements is Trent Williams getting? I've never seen a Trent Williams endorsement.
I have no idea, but I got to imagine.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure he got something.
Maybe.
Does he do those
Paisanos? I don't think I've even seen him on Paisanos.
What's the car one that everybody does?
Oh, Easter Motors.
Does he do an Easter Motors? You can't tell me he hasn't done endorsements. Cakes does endorsements. You can't tell me Trent Williams doesn't have endorsement deals. I guarantee you he does.
There's not like I don't think there's a mountain of cash from endorsements for Trent Williams.
I bet you he's made millions.
Okay, probably, maybe, I don't know.
I bet you he's made millions.
That are offensive linemen get shoe deals. I don't know.
Let's go.
But you just don't you don't know.
You don't know, but I guarantee
it's more than zero.
Yeah, he's made some money.
But what I do know is
it could be hundreds of thousands.
Okay, maybe.
I mean, it could be hundred over the course of your career.
I just haven't seen Trent Williams. I haven't seen him on the spot.
Let's go to Jay in Sterling. Jay, what's up, man? You're on with the Junks.
Morning, fellas.
What's up?
Hey, just saying, Trent Williams' teammates saying he's gonna, he's saying he's gonna play, but if y'all remember, same thing kind of happened last year with Le'Veon Bell's holdout. All his teammates were saying, "I reckon, no, we expect to play week one." Week one.
You're right.
Well,
You're right.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell made those guys look like fools, trying to, say he's going to show.
You're right.
Can I throw out a crazy out there theory?
What?
Trent Williams has been suspended by the league before, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if he needs time to get certain things out of his system?
I mean, that could be, but this has been talked about for months. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to get out of your system.
Theory. I have no idea.
Yeah. I think if you look up, like, weed, for example, I think it might take, like, a month. And that's, like, right? I don't know. Drabby, you would know.
Yeah, Drabby would know. That's a dumb comment, JP. He's been saying this for months. Like
he's been saying it for months.
Could have got that cleared out in a few weeks.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't think that's it's not that. I don't think that's a situation. I think it's preposterous.
Mm.
I take what's being reported, at least this part, as accurate. That he is frustrated with the medical staff and the way it was handled. And
all right, let me ask you this then. There's three options.
Yeah,
all right?
Go ahead.
There's trading Trent.
Yeah.
There's him holding out the entire year. And there's him finally coming to a deal. Which one do you think happens first?
Finally coming to a deal, but I don't feel particularly strongly about any of it. Be honest, I think anything's possible.
I don't think they're going to trade him.
Trade him. You have to get something remarkable.
But when you say finally coming to a deal, that's like coming to a new.
Yeah, they sweeten the pot.
I don't think the Redskins should do that.
Well, the leagues does it all the time. So precedent's already been set.
So you think they should trade him? Just get something for him.
Either trade him or just stick to your guns, you're rolling the dice, and just say, look, this is your contract. We're not going to juice it up, or this is your contract. Because why am I going to give more money and more years to a guy who hasn't played a full season for me in 5 seasons?
And they can fine him $40,000.
Just because they want him happy and healthy, and he's one of their leaders,
since he's
and he's one of their best players.
They can fine him.
Arguably their best players.
For missing days.
Yeah, they can, but I don't think they will if he shows up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Of course, if he shows up, but they can fine him for all the days he's missing.
I'm sure they will.
Why wouldn't you?
Just try to scare him, but ultimately I don't think they'll enforce it. Once he shows up, I think they waive all those things. It's pretty standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could happen.
I think he'll be playing for the Redskins, though, by week 3. I could see him missing a game or two. And eventually he's going to be like, look,
the thing is, once you start missing games, like you're really entrenched.
I think you're really behind.
I think it has to get resolved before week 1. I think it really does. You can
say, and I agree with Charlie, you can say whatever you want about guys not playing in the preseason, and most guys don't have to, but you got to practice. You can't just work out in Houston with your boys. I'm sorry, you got to be with these guys. You got to be out there. If you expected to play at that level, you would just be behind for 3-4 weeks if you did that.
I think for sure he'd be behind.
I'm not disagreeing with you there, but as we're playing this speculation game, I could see him holding out to the point that the season starts and they haven't agreed to some sort of new deal.
Well, what would change? Why would they change? Why would they buckle?
One of the sides gets desperate. Happens.
Yeah.
You're acting like it doesn't happen.
I think they're both desperate.
It's happened many times. For some reason, Emmitt Smith's popping in my head. Remember holdouts of like Emmitt Smith in the past? He'd come in like week 3.
Can't remember.